Welcome to the Narrowboat that James built. Hope you're well. Thanks for joining me. This is a nice view without my comms mast in the way. Right, well, there's a little bit of light left, so I'm going to crack on. Oh, I remember this place. Right, now I need to see if the workshop's still open. Come on. Yes. Lights. Brilliant. Now somewhere in there is my 18mm ply board for the top of the bow kind of daybed area. Right, I've got a plan for dinner tonight which involves me getting this pretty hot. Well, I wish this was the surface of my bed, but it's not. This piece of timber is for up here, but whilst I brought it into this room, I thought I'd just lay it down here and kind of get a feel for how the bed is. I think the height works this all kind of works out quite well. I like the look of that unit from here now. The bit under the gunnels, all works fine. Yeah, it's nice kind of ceiling height. You don't feel too low, but certainly not too high up. So yeah, happy with that. Looks nice. And from this side, if I was to sleep on this side, I can see the fire, so I can get the fans blowing the heat down here, which is nice. I can see the galley. so that's all right. I mean, in fairness, the bed's not really that far anyway. It's coming up to there, so it's kind of 6 inches too much that way. But just to get a feel for the room, yeah, pretty happy with this. So I've got to trim this board now to fit in this area here. There's a few options of doing this. Obviously the important thing is that I can access these areas under here, not really around the sides, that's not going to matter much. So what I'm thinking of doing is putting one whole board in, and then I will cut out a section here, kind of going along there, which will be hinged, so that will kind of fold upwards like that and hinged kind of along there, so I can access everything. Okay, so for dinner tonight, I'm going to try a ham and cheese toasty. So I'll get that moved. So I'll put it in there, and then I've got a lump of steel here warming up. That's kind of pretty hot. So I'll put that on top. So I'll weigh it down a bit. And kind of toast the top side as well. Let's see how this works out. I can definitely smell it cooking, hear it cooking, and see some bits of steam coming out every now and then. I'll just move this guy across a bit, even out the toasting. Right, that's been toasting for about 4 or 5 minutes now, at about 200 degrees. So with the heat glove, I'll take him off, put him on the back there to keep hot, just in case I need it again. Right, let's see how this turned out. Oh, well, it's toasted on that side, that's worked all right. Not so much there. Cheese is all melted. You know what, I'd have to say that's a success. I might put it a little bit more on that side just to toast it a bit. Oh yes, result. Now I can use this piece of cardboard to mark out the shape of this bow, and then I can transpose that to this piece of timber. Now I'm not going right up to the tip of that bow because I've got my pipe coming down for my water tank. And there's no point. So I'm just going to square it off when I get up there. That's a miracle finding that. did have everything really well organised in that kind of organiser thing, and then I think last weekend I walked into it and a whole lot fell on the floor. There must have been like 3,000 bits. I was like, oh my god. Right, where's the bed? I don't want to go any further than that. What line is it? It's this one here. That line there. Is that right? Jeez, James, what have I done here? Don't say I've already fucking cut it there. Cool. That was a tad lucky. Obviously the ends aren't going to fit in. Good. Yeah. That's pretty good. With some cushioning on there. That'd be nice. I don't quite know what I was thinking that one of the kids might be able to sleep on that. Well, I guess in fairness, once there's cushions on it, they're good. I mean, the really little one could sleep in the end there. She might not like that. But this is all right. Yeah, this is taking shape in here now. This is good. Well, today was a success, I'd have to say. I've got quite a lot achieved. Glad I got the comms mast put up and got that out of the way. I kept having the bracket in my line of sight, and it kind of kept reminding me to get it put up. I haven't done tap and die since I was at school, and you know, I guess that was pretty clear. So thanks for your feedback. I will take out the bolts when I have to Sikaflex it back in place, and when I do, I'll drill them through, so it's only obviously threading through the bulkhead and not through the plate and the bulkhead. So thanks for your feedback on that one. And getting that obviously board down in the bow bedroom tonight has been a weight off my mind as well. I know the board's been sitting in Mikey's workshop for ages, and it's just one of those things. I just haven't got round to doing it. I did want to wait for the dinghy to be available to use to bring it back, because it weighs a bloody ton, those sheets, and got to walk it quite far and then down some steps and along the jetty, and by the time I get to the boat, I'm kind of like, you know, falling over, and that's the one point that you don't really want to be falling over. But the dinghy's out of action, as is Paul. So mate, hope if you're watching this, hope you're well. Hope looking forward to having you back here. And then the other success for today was definitely that ham and cheese toasty. That worked a treat. Warming up that piece of steel was good. That was a 3mm piece of steel. I think I'm going to try to get myself a thicker bit of steel to do that with. So I'll see what Paul's got in his workshop knocking around. But yeah, that worked a treat for that ham and cheese toasty. And I'm sorry about my lackluster cooking appearance last night. I mean, it was obvious I didn't want to make the dish anyway, or let alone eat it. But if you do want to see some slightly livelier cooking bits, then there's a few on the members videos if you're interested. Talking of which, thanks to Paul Smith. I don't know if it's the Paul Smith, but it's a Paul Smith. Anyway, cheers, Paul. Welcome aboard, my friend. That's it for today. I've got loads to crack on with tomorrow, and just one thing about actually the comms mast. I had loads of feedback about it, saying what happens if you go under bridges and tunnels and things. I'd have thought it'd be quite obvious. I mean, I know I've mentioned it before. If I went under a bridge or a tunnel with that thing, even if it was a bloody high bridge, I'm going to knock it over. It's only made of alley, so it just fold in half basically. It would break my my TV antennae, which I don't really care that much about. It's only 15 quid, but it'd also break my pointing antennae, which is about 90 quid. So I do care about that one. I'm not going to be cruising kind of every day or every other day. It's probably going to be once a week, possibly. I'll move the boat. Obviously, I have to move the boat once every 2 weeks, but I'll most likely, in normal times, move the boat once a week. And when I do, there is a whole variety of boat prep that you need to do in order to move it. And the two things on the roof that you have to do is take the chimney off, and in my case, take the comms mast down. I'm not going for a hinge or anything like that for a variety of reasons, but because I have to take it down, it's quite easy to do so. I might need to put a bolt going through the bracket into the thing like you would on a Christmas tree, holder like that. You kind of just twiddle a little bolt through. It's pretty rigid in there. It's pretty tight, but I'll see, because obviously once the boat's once it's had some movement or anything, then it might dislodge a little bit. So I'll keep my eye on that. But if I need to put a little pin through it or a bolt, then I will. But at the moment, that thing's not going anywhere, so that's fine. But if I do need to take it out to move the boat, then obviously with a few yanks, then I can. Until next time, hope you're well. Bye bye.